It's called Esther. It's from the book of Esther. And before we begin, I'm going to make an introduction of all the characters. So you guys can just come out this way. This is Xerox. She's the king's scribe. This is Stephanie. She's going to be Harbana, and she's going to be one of the servants, maidens too. This is Jonathan the Hunter. They're going to be the king's bodyguards. This is Chris. He's going to be King Xerxes. This is Eric. He's going to be the bad guy, the antagonist. This is Jack. He is going to be Mordecai, the cousin and adoptive uncle, adoptive father of Esther. And this is Jennifer. She's going to be Esther. Is that it? Okay. So these are all the characters. Okay. And when you guys are ready, I'll start. So, Bible time. Let's set the scene. It's 470 BC, more or less, and the Babylonians have taken over the Jews. Except they didn't, because the king of Persia decided to squash them like little bugs. He also had this neat idea of being king, so he was. Then, once upon a time, he decided to
throw a party. It will be the most awesomest party there ever was. Xerox! Write this down. We will have a party to display the massive wealth of my massive kingdom. Now, come, take a selfie with me. I call this the smartphone. Done. Now, for a party, we're gonna need food, drinks, games. It's gonna be awesome.
The party lasted for 7 days. On the last day, Xerxes made a decision that would make history.
Xerox! I had the greatest idea ever.
Oh boy, sure. Fire away, sire.
I'm gonna show my wife to everyone. Queen Vashti, my beautiful, loving wife, and everyone will be happy that she's here because I'm king and I said so.
Yeah, this guy was pretty delusional. So then Xerxes sent someone to go and get Vashti.
Your Majesty, Vashti can't come to your party, Vashti stuff. So.
Oh, what? How dare she disobey me, the king? Off with this marriage. This is a totally reasonable reason to divorce.
King Xerxes got so angry that Vashti disobeyed him and refused to come to the party that he sent Vashti away and decided to find a new, more suitable queen.
The king has announced that he wants a new queen. He desires for all pretty, young, and awesome-sauce women to be brought to the palace and presented to the king. The most suitable girl will be the new queen.
After the royal decree, all the girls in Xerxes' empire were presented to him.
Here they come. Too short. Too detailed. Actually, this one might. You're not even a girl. Get out! He looks familiar.
And then Esther came. She had won the favor of everyone who had seen her. She was beautiful and gentle, obedient and kind.
Well, it seems that you have made everyone happy, and you have made me happy too. You shall be the queen, to replace Queen Vashti as queen, and as so. You just have this wedding honey around here. You can put this on. Great. It's huge. Huge. Now, all the other maids may leave.
The decree has been made. Esther, the cousin and niece of Mordecai, will take the throne as queen.
My name's Esther. I am honored to serve this massive kingdom as queen.
Let's go get the insurance paper.
Later that evening, Esther meets with her cousin Mordecai.
Mordecai, Mordecai! Did you hear? I became queen! Look!
Well, I must say congratulations. But you need to remember that you are a Jew. Many people in this country hate Jews. You of all people need to keep it a secret.
Okay, I will. I won't tell anyone, not even the king.
You can probably tell that Jews weren't the hot stuff back then. Esther is becoming a dutiful and kind queen. For a while, the kingdom is pretty peaceful. But later, Mordecai comes to warn her of something dangerous and mysterious and depressing and sad and...
Esther, I was just minding my own business when I overheard a plot to assassinate the king.
Dun, dun, dun!
We need to do something about this.
Sorry, I was just doing a little mid-afternoon reading. But did you say that he was going to be assassinated?
Dun, dun, dun!
Oh dear, that can't be good. But still, don't you think there's a little
Have you ever
bit-
heard of anything called PR? Public relations? Stock prices are going to go down if he dies.
Holy burning butcher, right? We gotta warn the king right away about this.
And so, Queen Esther went to warn the king, and the king's life was saved.
Yo, what did you say?
He decided to promote everyone involved, including a new character named Haman. He plays Haman, all other nobles, and because of this, Haman got greedy and selfish.
My name is Heyman. Hey, man. Tough crowd. If I can't get the audience to listen to me, I can at least get them to bow down. Bow down.
What?
I said bow down.
What exactly do you think you're doing?
Are you deaf? I said to bow down. Are you disobeying the king? You put me in charge. So you do as I say.
No. I only bow down to God, our Savior.
Well, if you won't bow down to me, then you'll die. You and all of your people.
Where have I heard this garbage before?
Mordecai chose to not bow down to Haman. He knew that it was right to bow down only to God. Haman learned that Mordecai was a Jew, and because Mordecai chose not to bow down to him, he got so mad that he decided to punish him and all of the Jews. But honestly, who is more worthy to be bowed down to than God?
To the left there. Enter.
Your Majesty, there's people in this kingdom that don't respect you or your laws. And they could wreck you if they become too disobedient. We must destroy them.
There's this new thing they invented. It's called toothpaste. Use it. Also, what? They were going to destroy me?
Yeah.
Oh, that can't be good news. We had to get rid of them somehow. But how?
Well, we could write a law to have them all disappear.
Dun, dun, dun.
Good idea. But there's just one problem.
What?
King Xerxes doesn't like paperwork. It's too much work, and I don't like it at all. It's just bad.
Ugh, fine. I'll write it myself. In fact, that might be for the best.
What'd you say?
And so it was decided the Jews would all disappear.
Bum, bum, bum.
On the 13th day of the 12th month, Mordecai heard about this decree to kill off all the Jews in the kingdom, and soon told Esther about it.
Well, got some good news, some bad news.
Tell me the good news first.
There's no such thing as good news. Haman has decided to kill off all the Jews in this kingdom. You, as the queen, need to do something about this.
Wait, but I can't. I can't go to the king unless he calls for me, and he hasn't visited me in over 30 days. He could make me disappear.
Dun, dun,
What do you mean? God made you queen at this time for a reason. Sure, if you stay silent, Jews in other places will be fine, but your family will die. You are the only hope in this dark, dark world.
Fine. I will. Tell all the Jews to pray and fast for 3 days, night and day. On the last day, I shall go to the king. With everyone and God's help, I can do this.
So Mordecai went to carry out Esther's instructions to all the Jews in the kingdom. After 3 days of fasting and prayer, Esther put on her royal clothes and entered the king's court. If he is pleased to see her, he would raise his golden scepter and she wouldn't be slain. Esther stood courageous. Would you be as courageous as Esther? Would you ever risk your life for people and believe in God to help you through difficult times?
My girl S! So good to see you! Whatever you desire, I shall give. Even if it is half my kingdom. Even if it is my old wife Vashti. I don't need her anymore.
Thanks for no thanks. Instead, I request that you and Haman come to the banquet that I have prepped for tonight. There, I shall tell you what it is I want.
Sure thing.
Haman was very happy that he had been invited to dine with the queen and the king.
Servants, eunuchs, people, your awesomeness, me, I've been invited to dine with the king and the queen. With this Mordecai, he just won't bow down to me. How rude that dude is. So I command you to go build a gallows to hang him on. Go now.
The servants all get to work building the gallows that Haman wants to hang Mordecai on. And King Xerxes goes to sleep. However, he can't sleep. He remembers that Mordecai had saved him from assassins earlier.
Xerox,
What, Your Majesty?
I keep having these memories of a man named Mordecai. And in these memories, he keeps saving my life. Tell me, was he ever repaid for this great feat?
Well, I guess you didn't give him anything, but you didn't kill him.
Oh, okay. No! We must reward him with something more. Something royal.
At that moment, Haman runs into the court, hoping to chat with the king and ask for permission to hang Mordecai from the newly built gallows.
First, open your mouth. It's better, you're trying. Now, onto more important things. Haman, what should be done for a man who makes me, the great king, happy?
Haman smiles because he thinks the king is talking about rewarding him.
Well, I think we should dress this man who we were talking about in royal fancy clothing, and we should let him ride on a royal horse, one of your best.
Yes.
And have him wear the royal crest on his head, with a messenger proclaiming, "This is what is to be done for the man who pleases the king."
I like your style. Haman, it has been decided. Go and fetch Mordecai.
Yes, Your Majesty. Wait, what? Mordecai? No, what?
Did I not make myself clear? Fetch Mordecai.
No, yes.
And take off those shades. They make you look stupid.
Haman,
I made my mistake.
That's my new radio.
Haman was mad. He thought he had been rewarded by the king. Now, instead of hanging Mordecai, he had to lead him around on the king's horse, shouting good stuff about him. Haman was covered in grief. However, he hurried to prepare for the banquet that night with the king and queen. At the banquet,
Esther, what is it that you want to tell me?
If you don't mind, I'd like you to spare my people, the Jews, for I am a Jew as well. And if you don't, we are all about to die a terrible death.
Who in this kingdom wants to kill you and your people?
It's he who wants us to.
I didn't know you were.
OMBB! What? Are you disrespecting me and my wife and my people? OMBB, you are! You must be punished for this! What should we punish him with?
Outside there are gallows that Haman had requested to hang Mordecai on.
Okay. I decided that you shall be hung on some gallows that you have built for Mordecai. Guards! Take this man over. Take this man over.
You're not really trying. You can't understand.
In the end, Haman's jealousy cost him his life. He was hung on the gallows he had built for Mordecai. Peace was restored to the kingdom. Because of the fasting and the prayers of the Jews and Esther's great courage, the king changed the order and the Jews were all saved.
Esther's not only beautiful, kind, and humble, but she shows her faith in God and her courage to protect her people.
She obeys God because she spoke up to prevent the death of the Jews.
So what about you? Will you obey God? How will you fulfill God's duties?
The end.